Hello, welcome back to the Chef Tech Zone. I'm your host, Chef Maurice Carter, and today we're getting ready to go over some lip-smacking guacamole dip. You know, we're getting into the football season, and you know what that means. Some good dips and chips. So we're going to get down today with a little guacamole dip, something easy to make, very simple. You can find your ingredients in your nearest grocery store. So hey, check back with this segment and this program for your tips and tricks on making guacamole dip. Alright, share and like. Hello Chef Techers, welcome back to Cooking at Home in the Professional Zone. I'm your host, Chef Maurice Carter, and we're getting ready to go over guacamole dip today. Right here we have our ingredients with fresh avocados. We got these at a good deal at our grocery store, which you can find fairly easily this time of year. We got lemon, red onion that you know you need to have. Also, we have our lime. It's going to add a little spice and a little zest to the guacamole dip. Vine ripened tomato, which the vine ripened tomato adds a lot more flavor than our regular store-bought tomato. Jalapeno. You gotta have that jalapeno to add that spice to make it right. And cilantro, fresh cilantro, that gives it that nice herby and ethnic flavor. So right now we're going to start with cleaning and opening up our avocados. The trick to avocados is they have a seed in the middle. So we want to cut it to where we can access and get that seed so we can get the pulp out. So what we do is slice right down around the side, all the way through. And we have our nice pulp. So we're going to do them all. We got 3.5 avocados here. One of them half we save for another application that I'll be going over in another segment. Nice avocados right there, as you see, and we get those seeds out. Okay, again. All of the ingredients you need to make this are very simple. You don't need a lot of ingredients. You just need a knife, a nice sharp chef knife or kitchen utility knife, a nice big spoon to scoop out your pulp, a whisk so we can whisk that avocado pulp with our ingredients, some type of spoon. Okay, so that's pretty much all you need to make really fresh, lip smacking, coming back in avocado dip. So we're gonna scoop out the pulp. That leaves our shell we can discard. So we scoop out a pulp on each of our avocados. To seed the avocado, we want to be very careful. Tap on that seed just a little bit to pull it out. Okay, again, safety is the standard. Okay, a little tap pops that seed out, and it's really easy. Just want to watch your fingers and be very careful. Okay. Again, bringing these kitchen techniques that we use in the professional kitchen, so you can do cooking at home in the professional zone. Again, we scoop this pulp out. You see, it's fairly easy. One thing that you do want to keep in mind when you go into the grocery store and picking out your avocados, make sure you feel on the avocados to make sure they're nice and soft, because if they're really firm and under ripened, you're going to have an issue with getting the pulp out. It's going to be really firm. So we have our lemon. This is a pretty big size lemon, so might only need one. So what we want to do is squeeze on this lemon, roll it. You just want to put a little pressure, roll it in between your hand, your palm of your hand. That's going to soften up that lemon so you can get that juice. We're going to cut this in half. Squeeze that pulp so we can get that juice out. Squeeze it in between your fingers so you can catch those seeds, because we don't want the seeds in our guacamole dip. We just want that nice lemon flavor. Okay? If you do it right and cup your fingers, you can catch those seeds right there. Get all that nice juice. Yes, it's going to add a lot of good flavor to that. Next, we want to add a lime. Okay, we're going to do the lime the same way. Roll it. Okay. Then squeeze in that juice, that lime juice. That's a lot. That's a big lime there, man. They was doing some good growing down in Florida. Good lime seeds. So we got a lot of juice in there, so that's going to add a lot of lime flavor. Okay, all right. All right. Next, we're going to get our tomato. Okay, get that. Get our onion. All right. We're going to cut our onion to get that cleaned up. How you want to cut your onion is you want to cut it off of your root first. That way you can easily peel it and then cut the bottom. Okay. You want to peel that skin off. That way, because we just want the onion part, none of the skin in our dip. So you're going to peel that outer layer off. Okay. It's going to give you a nice the inner nice part of the onion. Like that. Now we're probably only going to use half this onion because we don't want an onion guacamole. We want a nice guacamole dip that the avocado shines, okay? So we're going to cut this onion, slit it on the side, 3 slits. Then go slice it down so we can get some nice medium dices. Be careful to keep your fingers out the way. Okay. We will save that other half for another application. And we will mince these onions. Okay. Get that nice minced onion we get in there. Making sure you keep those fingers tucked back. At Chef Tech, we will give you solutions to your home cooking dilemmas. So we will be running a segment on proper knife cutlery and cutting if you have challenges with that. So we will start slicing our tomato, slice it down. Again, we won't need all of this tomato, but you can use the rest of this tomato for another application, maybe some nice sandwiches. Okay? So we will cut and medium dice this tomato. Making sure we keep those fingers tucked back. Okay. We're going to add add that tomato to our guacamole dip. Wow. It's coming together. All right, so next we're gonna do a jalapeno. The thing about the jalapeno is that we have the seeds. If you add the seeds, you're just gonna have your guest lip smacking, lips on fire. So we wanna get these seeds out. We're just gonna scoop those seeds out. Now you might wanna save, depending on your heat tolerance, a few seeds isn't bad, but we just wanna clean it out so we're having the jalapeno flavor, okay, not the heat. Naturally, the jalapeno has a little bit of heat in it, but if we leave those seeds in it, like I said, you will have lips on fire. And that's not what we want. We want a nice guacamole dip with it. Some jalapeno flavor that has a little bit of the spice of the jalapeno, but doesn't take your lips to the fire hot. All right, so we getting that diced nice and diced. So we got our jalapeno. Next is one of the stars of the show, I always say, is our cilantro. So we will mix this cilantro up. As you see, this isn't as hard as you would think it would be to make some fresh guacamole dip. You might be challenged to say, well, why don't I just buy it in the store? But you don't know what all goes into that guacamole dip at the store. You don't know what artificial ingredients are in there, how much sodium. Here, you know exactly what you're putting in. You know it's fresh. You have control of your heat. You have control of your flavors. Okay, so we got our cilantro. Next, we will put a little salt in there, not too much. A little sprinkle. Okay. For those who want to watch their sodium intake, you can leave that out. Okay. And so right there we have all of our ingredients in for our guacamole dip. Okay. Next, we are going to start mixing this up. And it's very simple. All you need is just your whisk, just to kind of macerate this avocado pulp. Okay. And as you see, it mixes up pretty good because your lemon juice and your lime juice is also helping break that down.